the workout for the day. So we've got, for our main Metcon anyway, we've got 3 rounds for time, okay? So more than likely everybody's going to be finishing at different points, and I'm going to put a 20-minute time cap on it, okay? So maximum amount of time you're going to be working for is 20 minutes. The first movement is going to be 30 dumbbell stepovers, okay? Now that is ideally going to be obviously dumbbell in hand and stepping over a box. Obviously we've not all got that kit, I certainly do not. So we're going to change that up to 40 goblet squats if you've not got something to step over, okay? So it can be a bench, a box, a chair, whatever it's going to be, okay, if you want to do your stepovers, and I'll go over that closer to time. Or like myself, if you've not got the kit or the space, we're going to go for just your standard goblet squats, okay? Both probably quite tiring on the legs. Then straight after that, we've got 30 dumbbell hang cleans, okay? And that's going to be alternate each time, 30 of them, and then 30 dumbbell goblet jumping lunges at the end, okay? That is a mouthful. 30 dumbbell goblet jumping lunges. Now we'll go over all the movements that, depending on kind of how you feel on that movement, it could be that we load it up with weight and do the jumping plyometric movement. It could be that the weight's a bit too much, so we just go for the jumping lunge. Or if your knees are feeling it a little bit, we might just go for a bit more of a controlled, just goblet lunge without the jump, okay? So we can mix that up depending on everybody's ability after that. Once you've done that, once you've got a minute of reverse plank, okay, so at the end of each round, so you'll do your 30, 30, 30, or your 40, 30, 30, and then a minute reverse plank. So ideally you're going to have your own clock on the go, and then you go straight back into either your goblet squats or your stepovers, okay? Everybody got that jotted down? Need me to go over it again? Pretty simple. We'll go over all the movements and stuff, but that's about it. Warm up for now is going to be 6 minutes long, and we're going to do 10 Samson stretch, 8 foot to hand, 6 down ups, and then 4 Caustic squats each side. Okay, so read out again, just if you're writing it down. 10 Samson stretch, 8 foot to hand, 6 down ups, and 4 per side Caustic squats. Okay, your Samson stretch is going to have hands above the head, knee to the floor, and swapping it over each time. Your 8 foot to hand after that is going to be your push-up position, and you're going to hold it a couple seconds before swapping over. Then we've got our 6 down ups coming right through at the top, and then you're going to go into 4 Caustic squats per side. So this is our wider stance, and we're going to load up one leg as we go down, do all 4 on one side, and then all 4 on the other. Okay, so we shall run through that for 6 minutes, and then we'll get ready for the Metcon. Righto, get ready then, and we start off on our 10 Samson stretch. 10 seconds. Okay, 3. Let's do it. Big stretch above the head, changing sides every time. Okay, then we've got 8 foot hands, guys.
halfway there.
So try and get nice and low on these Caustic Squats. The warmer you get, keep the chest up.
One minute.
Guys, last 20 seconds or so, keep it going.
Well done.
Awesome, finish off there. Good stuff. Right, I'll give you a minute. Get your breath back and then grab your dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever you're using, so I can see. Nice one. Okay, so I'll run through these movements with you just now, and then we'll get time to have a bit of practice. As I said, depending on the kit and the space you've got, this first movement is going to change a little bit, okay? If you've got a box, a bench, something that you can step over quite safely, then you're going to go for stepovers, okay? And that could be, obviously, if we're in the box with all the equipment, that would be either holding the dumbbell front rack, down at your side, wherever feels more comfortable. And you're going to step up onto the box and over the other side, okay? So that could be side on, facing it, whatever it is, okay? To mimic that, we're going to increase the reps a little bit if you've not got that kit, and we're going to go for 40 goblet squats, okay? Just for a little bit more time, holding that dumbbell, which is going to be in this position here. Nice and simple, good squat all the way below parallel, and then up. Okay, so whatever you've got, show me a few reps on your equipment just now. And let's have a look. Nice, got a few people doing step up overs. Good squats. Cool. 4 or 5 reps, guys. If you are going to step over the box, or you're stepping up onto something, you can kind of change up how you're holding it, so it can be in that rack position. You can obviously swap shoulders, you can hold it in different hands. By the time you get onto the second, third round, you might want to swap up a bit. Cool. Then the next one, we're all going to be the same, whether it's dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever we're using. We are going to go for hang cleans, okay? Obviously, from the hang position in the middle of the legs, and we're looking to get the elbow through on the dumbbell or the kettlebell sitting just on the kind of outside of the elbow there, okay? So hang, use the legs into the clean, change each time. Keep on using your legs and using that extension to come up. There will be a little bit of a bicep curl just with what you're using, but try and not swing it out and leave it all to the arm, okay? So if we go 4 of them per side just now for me, guys, let's have a look. Get to grips with the swap over. Good. So 30 of them, 15 per side. Cool. And then lastly, we've got our plyometric movement. Okay, we've got jumping lunges. Now RX is going to be holding your weight in a goblet position, doing the jumping lunges. We've done enough of them to know that they're horrific without weight, so you'll be able to figure out for yourself how bad they're going to be with a bit of weight. For now, let's just go with that movement without any weight and see how you feel on it, okay? So knee to the floor, jump and swap over. It doesn't have to be a massive jump, just make sure the hips are doing some work. And we're nice and controlled to the floor, okay? Now 30 of them would probably be enough, okay? Depending on how you feel technique-wise, or if you've got little niggles in your knee, jumping with a bit of weight might be a little bit too much. So you can just load it up in that goblet position again and just go for your normal lunges. Failing that, we can look at adding in a jump if we can control it to the floor. Okay, so if you've got weight but you're just crashing your knee on the floor and you're going to cause damage, let's not do that. Have a play about with it for me. Is that heavy, Helen? Oh, no problem with the jumps. Awesome. Okay, once we've finished off the 30 of them, we then have a minute of reverse plank. Now, if you have a clock, timer, something on, you're going to need that for yourself. Reverse plank is going to be in this position here, okay? Hands out, just behind the hips. Pushing off the heels, getting the hips nice and high. Okay, and we're looking to keep the hips as far up as we can. Minute, that should be good. And that is us. That's 1 round. We got 3 rounds to do, 20-minute time cap. Any questions? Cool. Right, let me get this clock set up, get a minute, and then we'll get going.
What's a ring dip?
No ring dips, no ring dips, please. Oh, okay, so we're starting either on our stepovers or our squats. Okay guys, let's do this. 10 seconds and we'll get going. 3, let's go. Oh, they're nasty. Right guys, remember to time your plank at the end. Oh yeah. Keep an eye on the time, guys, and try and accumulate a minute if you're coming down having short breaks. Whew. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, it's tough, guys. Try and keep your hips up as much as you can on that plank. Doing good, guys. Keep it going.
Emma, is it 3 rounds?
Yep. It is.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks. I just can't see anyone.
Good, guys, you've got 3 minutes left on this clock. Go on. Try and keep pushing.
Emma, I need to head off to a meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries, catch you soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Nice, guys, go on. Keep pushing all the way, fight to get these reps in. Right, guys, coming into that last minute. If we're still going, if not, try and get that heart rate back down. Okay, last 30 seconds if we're still working. And done. Awesome, guys, good. That was tough. Anybody's lower back feeling like mine? Yep. Back in general, took a bit of a beating. Good, right, take another minute or so. We're gonna just get the heart rate back down, cool off a little bit. We've got a little bit of core to finish off with, and then we'll do a little bit of stretching, just a couple of them for that lower back before we go, okay? So it's going to be 40 seconds on, 20 off. It's 2 rounds today, okay, a little bit shorter, and then we'll fit in a bit of stretching as well. Movements is going to be dead bugs, single leg V-ups, and your standard plank on the forearms, okay? So dead bugs, we'll have done them before, are going to be in this laying position here. When you really think of, especially if your lower back is flared up a little bit, try and think of squeezing that lower back, that rib cage down, and getting it into the ground. Okay, so this should be quite slow and controlled. Don't want to see fast movement. So we start here, rib cage down, opposite hand, opposite leg, slight pause at the bottom position, and then swap back over. Okay, so really think about control there. You're then onto single leg V-ups, where we're going to try and get both hands touching the toes, alternate legs, and then lastly we're going to go for our standard forearm plank, squeezing those elbows into the ground. Okay, so we shall run through that twice, and then we'll just do a couple of minutes stretching on that lower back at the end. Okay, just let me get this set up. The B pass. Right, starting off on our dead bugs, if we're all good to go. 10 seconds. 3. Let's do it, okay? Super controlled. Opposite hand, opposite foot.
Halfway there. 10 seconds.
Okay. Rest up. And we're on to our single leg V-ups now. 3. Let's do it.
Let's go. Halfway there. 10 seconds.
And rest. Okay guys, plank, get ready. 3. Let's do
Let's
it.
go. Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Rest up. Thank goodness it's only 2 rounds. Right, back on the dead bugs.
Let's go.
Let's go. Keep that good position, nice and controlled.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Okay, rest up. Right guys, single leg V-ups.
Let's
Let's do
go.
it. Keep a nice steady pace.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Rest up. Right, last 40 seconds on plank. 3. Let's
Last
do it.
round. Halfway there. 10 seconds. Well done.
Awesome. Good work. Right. So we'll just spend the next couple of minutes, guys, getting a good stretch, okay? Specifically our kind of lower back, upper back, that sort of thing. First one we're going to go into is child's pose. So it shouldn't be too difficult unless your hips or your hammies, your lower back are super tight. Okay, I'm just going to use this first minute to get our breathing right. So bum on heels, make enough room for your bum just to kind of sit in between the legs, okay? If your quads are super tight, that'll be hard enough. Then from there, what we're going to do is lean over and try and get head down towards the floor and just try and stretch the arms out as much as you can for a minute, okay? Just deep breaths for the next minute. Should hopefully not be too sore. Okay guys, come up nice and slowly from there. Right, so next one we're going to go cat to camel, okay, and this one is again another kind of dynamic one, but we're going slow and controlled through the movements, okay? So we're going to think about sinking the rib cage to the floor and squeezing the shoulder blades back and down, okay, and we're going to stay there for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then the complete opposite, we're going to really push into the floor, belly button in, rib cage down, and hold that for another 4 to 5 seconds, okay? So another 30, 40 seconds moving through this, depressing the shoulders, getting that rib cage nice and low. And then the opposite, press into the palms, squeeze into the floor. Okay, we'll do another 2, nice and slow. Okay, good. Next one, we're going to go laying on our back. Now, if it feels more comfortable having maybe a towel or a band on this, you can do. If not, do it like I'm going to do. I'm going to go with a bent leg instead of a straight leg. Okay. All we're going to do is take right leg up to the chest, and then we're going to twist across with the opposite hand, and try and get that right shoulder sitting as close to the floor as you can. Okay. Okay, bring that round nice and slow. And then we'll just swap sides when you're ready. Knee up to the chest, opposite hand out, and let that knee fall and get as much stretch out of it as you can. Right, good guys, come up slowly from there. We're going to do one more, and it's going to be from a seated position here. We're going to try and bring our heels towards our bum. Okay, if you need to go a little bit easier on that, if your hips are quite tight, just obviously move your feet out a little bit. And then from here, all we're going to try and do is hands out, and we're trying to get our chest down towards our shoes. If we need to pull ourselves in with the shoes, that's fine. But we're going to just try and let the chest sink down quite naturally. And try and relax your neck and feel that stretch all the way down your back. Awesome, right, coming up nice and slow. And that will do us for today, guys.